we are going to stop by several Disney resort hotels
To tell you the best secrets for the next time you stay
at Walt Disney World.
Here we go. I'm here at the Disney Contemporary Resort. Now this Disney Resort is like OG Disney Resort. It's classic Disney. It was here when it first opened. And it has these, well, for the times, very contemporary vibes. It's exactly how the name dictates it. They've got these really beautiful murals by Mary Blair. Mary Blair is the Imagineer who kind of did the designs for It's a Small World, and as well as the concept designs for Cinderella. The Contemporary as a whole is pretty eclectic, especially now because they are introducing their Incredibles rooms. Recently, the Contemporary went through a little bit of an overhaul that they decided to redesign the rooms inspired by Pixar's Incredibles. The vibe of this resort is it's very Disney resort. It's not throwing it in your face like Art of Animation would when it comes to Disney, but there are some mid-modern Disney looks. Between California Grill, Steakhouse 71, and Chef's Mickey's, you've got some pretty solid food choices here as well. I've never not been impressed by the food here, especially California Grill and Steakhouse 71. Steakhouse 71 is slowly but surely turning into one of my favorite accessible bars on the monorail circuit, if you will. But let's start off with this first secret. Let's say you've had a super busy day at Hollywood Studios and you don't really feel like park hopping to Magic Kingdom, see the fireworks. You just want to enjoy it from the comfort of your room. Well, they have this really great viewing deck on Concourse 4 that give you an almost perfect view of the fireworks. The monorail track right above you. But they've even got these like little seats out here. I mean, look at how perfect like that view is of the fireworks. That's pretty spot on. And we're really close to the monorail. Hey! They've got these really cute seats out here. It's me and Magic Kingdom. Yeah. Woo! For this next secret, we have to take the elevators because this secret is actually not accessible by escalators. We've got to take an elevator. We're going to the third floor. The third floor. Here we go. Now on the second floor, the Americas floor, that's where all the ballrooms are going to be. There's actually a lot of couches and in fact some great restrooms that really not a lot of people know about. This is really the best place that if you need to take a quick break, this is really the best place to just kind of hang out, take a seat, enjoy the AC. It's super quiet. It's super relaxing. Plenty of open seats. Plenty of just comfortable chairs available on the second floor. That's the Americas here at the Contemporary. And again, that secret it's not a secret bathroom, but just really not a lot of people know about the bathroom. It's unpopular, so. And on that third floor is where you're going to find the hotel gym. So if in case you need to, work out those toxins, you've been drinking around the world, you've been doing your thing, but you do have a secret gym available on that third floor that's only accessible by the elevators. Also on that secret third floor, you walk out of the elevator, you see the gym on your right-hand side. On the left-hand side, you're going to see a vending machine. Fun fact, that vending machine is actually significantly cheaper than the rest of the vending machine or anywhere else you're going to get a beverage anywhere else. It's literally like maybe half the cost. So you got a cheap vending machine on that secret third floor for you. Now this is just good to point out in general for a couple of these different resorts, but you can actually rent pontoon boats at the Contemporary, Grand Floridian, and the Yacht and Beach Club. And it's actually not bad pricing. Like $45 for 30 minutes, that's not bad at all. And you can get up to 10 people on one pontoon boat. Now, just for a normal pontoon cruise experience, it's just 45 minutes for 30 minutes or $90 for 60 minutes. Not bad at all. But about the fireworks cruise that I was talking about, so that's a completely different experience. It starts around $399, $400. It includes the driver. And last time I did something like this, I was lucky enough to get a bunch of friends together because you can have up to 10 people on the pontoon. It does come with a driver, and they actually ended up playing the music through the pontoon. I don't know how they did it. And this is actually a great way to get some solid firework viewing. You can take the boat out. You can't get too close to it, but you can take the boat out. You can take it all the way around Bay Lake Towers and get some really solid firework viewing.
In order to get to the Yacht and Beach Club resorts today, I parked over in Epcot and I came out of the Epcot International Gateway, which is over there in the Skyliner Resort stop area, and I'm making my way down this lovely path into the Yacht and Beach Club home. Now, this is not a part of the sneaky tips, but I love the Yacht and Beach Club for the literal beach sand that they have. There's lots of chairs out here, and sometimes there's fun activities and games, and there's benches and hammocks, and it's one of the best views I personally think here at Disney World. Right over there is the boardwalk, which has lots of fun eats and treats and snacks and all that good stuff. But I love the sand, the white sand beaches that Disney has at some of their resort hotels. And the Yacht and Beach Club is one of those resorts. Not only do I love the beaches, the white sand beaches here at the Yacht and Beach Club, but I also love how convenient it is to not only the boardwalk. There's lots of fun eats and snacks and desserts and drink options over at the boardwalk, which we have done countless of videos on, but it is walking distance to the Epcot International Gateway, which will get you into Epcot, and then is walking distance to the Skyliner. And the Skyliner in the mornings and in your park hopping hours can take you over to Hollywood Studios from this location, which I absolutely love how convenient it is to get to two parks from the Skyliner. You can also take these boats as an option as well to either Epcot or Hollywood Studios as well. Welcome to the Storm Along Bay. This is the largest pool in Walt Disney World. It is shared between the Yacht and the Beach Club. So when you come, just know that there is one ginormous pool. It is a sand bottom pool. It is ginormous. There's a beautiful pirate ship over there with a lovely slide and so much fun and activities for not only the kiddos, but you as parents as well, because there's a Hurricane Hannah's waterside bar and grill right there next to the pool. And this is basically kind of like a small water park for children. So instead of, maybe doing an added expense and going to Blizzard Beach or the other water parks in Orlando, you can just have a stay here at the Yacht and Beach Club, have a water park type of feel of a day, because that's how many activities there are to do in this pool here. And it saves you so much money. Now, there are rooms with little to no balcony at the Beach Club, and also rooms that have a full balcony. Now, they are the same price. So if it is a concern, ask at the front desk which one you would rather have and see if you can maybe switch, because they are the exact same price. Keep that in mind. That's all I have for the Yacht and the Beach Club, but I'm gonna use my noggin a little bit, and I'm gonna take the boat back over to the Epcot International Gateway and show you guys just a little bit of how easy it is to really get over there to Epcot. I'm gonna time it for you so you can see, get a feel, and we're gonna take a boat ride. Quincy would be living for this right now.
We have made it to Disney's Polynesian Resort. Now, people always ask me what my favorite resort at Disney is, especially to stay or to even just hang out. And it's always a really hard answer for me, because I really love the monorail loop just in general, but they each have their own specific reason to go. The Polynesian is because of its pure tropical vibe. And then on top of that, you've got these beautiful sandy beaches, this incredible rock work. You're drinking rum out of pineapples. It is pure tropical vacation destination, but at a Disney resort. AllEars! Yeah! That was awesome. But let's get into these sneaky tips. Now, a huge fan favorite is getting the Tonga Toast from Kona Cafe. And typically the Tonga Toast at Kona Cafe's price is usually around $17. But you can actually get the Tonga Toast at Captain Cook's for breakfast only for about $10.48. Now, the only difference there at Kona Cafe, it comes with a strawberry compote. But think about it, is strawberry compote worth an additional $7? And actually, here's another sneaky way to get the food that you want without having to make a reservation or paying for fixed pricing. Inside we go. Before I give you the next sneaky tip, as we walk upstairs, as we pass it, one of my favorite reasons to come to the Polynesian Resort is Trader Sam's, which is a tiki bar, but it's a really immersive tiki bar. Depending on what drink you order, the room might come alive around you. All the servers might have to do the same thing. You even might sit on a bar stool that continuously shrinks throughout your experience. But for those tips, I recommend watching our monorail bar crawl, where Emma, Quincy, and I, we kind of a toast to the monorail. Now, Ohana is an all-you-care-to-enjoy fixed-price meal, but because it is a fixed-price menu, it can get a little bit pricey, and Ohana is definitely high demand, if you will. But right outside of Ohana is the Tambu Lounge. And here you can actually grab some of the exact same food items. The Ohana noodles, dumplings, and wings, you can all get here at the Tambu Lounge. So again, just in case you don't want to go to Ohana, pay those fixed prices, you know, take a whole chunk out of your time here and sit down to a whole meal, you can literally do the exact same thing at Tambu Lounge. Grab the wings, grab the noodles, grab the dumplings. So good. And finally, for efficiency's sake, if you're interested, maybe request rooms close to the TTC. Hear me out. When I refer to the TTC, I'm talking about the Ticket and Transportation Center. That's going to be your main hub for all of your monorail loop resorts, as well as Magic Kingdom or Epcot. That's where most people park to get on the monorail that will take you around to Magic Kingdom, as well as all the resorts on the monorail loop, as well as to transfer to the Epcot monorail. Now, here is the front of the lobby, but if I were to make a hard left and keep on walking this way, you would be able to find the Ticket and Transportation Center. Here's why this makes a difference. The Polynesian is a pretty lengthy resort. When I say lengthy, I mean it's long. Let's say you get a room all the way on the far left side of the resort. Either way, you have to walk to the monorail. And it's the exact same distance from either walking to your room to the monorail at the Polynesian or walking to the monorail at the Ticket and Transportation Center. So Magic Kingdom is pretty much the same. If you're closer to the monorail at Polynesian, you would have to ride the entire loop. If your room was closer to the main lobby, you would have to get on the monorail here at the Polynesian, and it would have to take you around the entire monorail loop. The Ticket and Transportation Center is right before the Polynesian, so you'd have to go all the way around just to transfer to Epcot, to the Epcot monorail, and then to go to Epcot. So it would take you way longer. So just, again, takes you the exact same amount of distance if you want to get to Magic Kingdom to the Polynesian monorail or the Ticket and Transportation monorail. The difference is if you want to go to Epcot. So it'll save you some time there. We've made it. We've made it to luxury. This is the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. Now, the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa is definitely we're talking high-end. It's a Victorian-style resort, specifically when it comes to the architecture and the vibes. But the thing that I love about the Grand Floridian is that all the Disney things, they're just subtle. It's like an eloquently Disney themed resort. Now, over here at the boat launch, the Grand Floridian is another great firework viewing area. I don't think it's as good as the one at the Contemporary, but I do think this is as close as you're gonna get between all three of the resorts. If you're staying at a Disney monorail loop resort, I think this is as close you're gonna get to the fireworks without actually being on a boat or being actually at Magic Kingdom. Another fun sneaky tip, that if you're tired of being in the park, you need some time to yourself. Around the Grand Floridian, there are these really beautiful green grass areas, and maybe you need some time to yourself because you've had a great day at the park and now you just want to relax. Now you just want to, bask in this luxurious resort you paid a bunch of money for. Well, these green grass areas are not just to remind you that Disney's better at landscaping than you are, but oftentimes they do movie screenings on these huge patches of grass. They have these big inflatable screens that they set up, and they'll play Disney classics, anything from The Lion King to a Goofy movie. And just a fun sneaky tip at the Grand Floridian, if you need more space, if you're wanting more space, you can request, if the rooms are available, you can request the 4th floor rooms with the vaulted ceilings. It just means much higher ceilings, you can have much more space. It definitely feels a little more like yours, it's a little more luxurious, if you will, just because the ceilings are high. In mansions, when you see the high ceilings, you're like, wow, it's beautiful in here. Kind of the same vibe. The higher the ceilings, the better it is. Just my opinion. But just a fun tip for you, in case you want more space. There's a pretty cool hidden Mickey hunt at the Wilderness Lodge, where Mickey has sure found some swell places to hide here in the wilderness. If you do a little exploring, I bet you'll be able to find him. Start your adventure by reading each of the following clues. When you find the hidden Mickey described, write down its location on the line provided. Now, here at Wilderness Lodge, there's a room called the Carolwood Pacific Room, and it actually features trains from Walt Disney. Yes, Walter Elias Disney, his actual collection. So you can see Disney memorabilia with no crowds around you in your room. How cool is that? Now you can request, if the room is available, you can request the Nature View room, which is just one of the higher rooms at the Wilderness Lodge. And it gives you great views of the castle, especially if you want to watch the castle fireworks at night.
But up next, I'm gonna hop on the Skyliner, do a Caribbean beach, do some Riviera tips and tricks, and you guys are gonna come along for the ride. And I'm very excited to give you some more information, more tips and tricks for Disney World. These are the Friendship boats. So over there, you can go to the Swan and Dolphin Hotel and Hollywood Studios, and over towards the left, you can take the Boardwalk and Epcot boat, which is what I'm going to be doing today. Definitely forgot to time it. If editors can tell what that timing was. We did have a stop at the Boardwalk, and that's what made it take a little bit longer. So maybe like 10-ish minutes, nothing too crazy. That's where I started this video, and I walked right down there, straight down that way. That's where the yacht and the beach club are. Hopped on a boat, and I'm over here at the Disney Skyliner, which is going to take me over to the Riviera Resort, Caribbean Beach, and then it transfers on to Art of Animation, Pop Century Resort, and Hollywood Studios. Now, I love fun Disney transportation, the monorail, the Skyliner, but specifically the Skyliner can make me itty bitty bit nauseous. So that is something to remember. You are kind of just in this like little car up in the air with a cable cord up top. So it does move naturally to the wind and to the motion of everything. So that is something to be cautious of when you're planning your vacation. This is my personal favorite resort for a lot of reasons. It's very French-esque. Walt and his wife did a lot of travels over in the French Riviera, hence the Riviera Resort. So it's catered to a lot of those types of feels. It's very classic, very minimal. It's not over the top Disney. It's very simple, clean, and it's taller, whereas a lot of resorts are widespread. So I love this resort. Welcome to my most favorite Disney World resort. When you get off the Skyliner, you come underneath a long walkway tunnel, and then you enter over here, and you see these beautiful murals. This is Rapunzel, and I showed you Peter Pan. Absolutely gorgeous. This is my favorite resort. This is a DVC resort, a Disney Vacation Club resort. And if you would like to, you can head over to the website, David's Vacation Club. This is a secure website where you can essentially buy DVC points at a price point that is a little bit more sustainable. Another personal reason why I love this resort, there's fun activities. There's a giant chess pieces over there, and there's yard games, and the pools are beautiful. There's Bar Riva, which is right down there. I love Bar Riva. There's also the Primo and Piatto, and there's also the lovely Topolino's, which is very hard to get into. So highly recommend if you're staying, and if you don't happen to get that reservation, to use the walk-up wait list. It is a nifty little tips and trick for you. I also found Chip and Dale. Hello, Chip and Dale. You never know who you're going to see on your vacation when you're staying at your resort. Another reason that I love this resort is because of the coffee shop upstairs, which I'm going to go show you guys. It's a coffee/wine shop. Coffee in the morning, wine at night. Sounds like a perfect dream to me. This resort is absolutely stunning. Oh, there's Daisy. There's just Daisy walking around. Hello, Daisy. Oh, what a classy queen. The Riviera is one of those resorts that have the smart TVs. Other resorts are the Disney All-Star Movies Resorts, Disney Animal Kingdom Lodge Resort, Disney Contemporary Resort, Disney's Coronado Springs Resort, the Polynesian Village Resort, Disney's Port Orleans Resort, Disney's Riviera Resort, Saratoga Springs Resort, Wilderness Lodge, the Yacht and Beach Club Resorts, and this is all as of October 2022. So maybe if that's something you're interested in, is a smart TV on your vacation. Those are the resorts that currently have them in Walt Disney World. Right next to the coffee shop that I'm about to grab coffee from, there is the Voyageurs Lounge. I know this is not a helpful tip or trick, but I just have to show it off because of how gorgeous it is in here. Absolutely stunning. You want to do homework, you know, you got work to do that's following you on your Disney vacation, there's a quiet place for you to do it right there. Another way for you to save money on your Disney vacation is to have groceries delivered to your hotel. You can do that through Instacart and Amazon and Uber Eats and all those types of things. You can have that stuff delivered to your resort, and it helps save so much money to have groceries on hand versus paying for food at your resort. I grabbed my coffee. I grabbed a cinnamon cold brew, nothing too crazy or fancy. But if you're curious about any of these resorts in particular, you know, maybe the Riviera suits your fancy, or Caribbean Beach, Yacht and Beach Club, we have these resort tours on our channel. So, you know, search up AllEars Riviera Resort Tour. We have that for you. We got that covered. If you are ever curious, want to learn more about any of these resorts, I highly recommend that you watch those videos.
But let's just get into some sneaky tips over at the Fort Wilderness. There are a bunch of different fun and interesting activities that you can actually do at Fort Wilderness, including a 2-hour Segway tour. Now, the Segway tour will take you around all of Fort Wilderness, all the different campgrounds, all throughout the nature, and you don't have to hike. I mean, like, the entire AllEars cast doing a Segway tour, just like helmets and 2 wheels underneath us and just going for it. Okay, let us know in the comments if you want the cast of AllEars to do a Segway tour at Fort Wilderness. I am in for that. But you can take an archery class at Fort Wilderness too. So many different activities. I'm here for it. Fort Wilderness Campground is like Disney and camping. Yeah, it's literally a Disney campground. This is where you can actually camp at Disney World. You can bring your RVs. You know, they also have obviously the other setups that you could do there. You don't actually have to camp in a tent if you don't want to, but it's there for you. And this is where you can see the Hoop-Dee Review. You got Pioneer Hall, so many different things at Fort Wilderness Campground. I especially love during the holidays. Everybody has these like golf carts, and they put together these golf cart parades. They dress up their golf carts in their best Christmas decorations, and some people go all out. I mean, I think I saw someone transform both of their golf carts into Lightning McQueen and Mater from Cars. Now, if you're staying at a Disney Springs resort, it does give you most of the same perks as Disney World resorts, and I feel like a lot of people don't know this. Staying at the Disney World resort and Disney Springs resorts, it's pretty similar. Now, Disney Springs resorts, a lot of them aren't actually owned by Walt Disney World. But because of their connection to Disney Springs, you still got the transportation, all the great things that the other Disney World resorts would give you. Now, if you want to know the differences between Disney World resorts and Disney Springs resorts, you can check out AllEars.net for more. Now, over at Saratoga Springs Resort, you can actually walk along a beautiful waterfront walkway and bridge to get to Disney Springs without having to wait for any transportation. However, there is there is a path. And there are so many water taxis from Saratoga Springs to actual Disney Springs. They're called Disney's Sassagoula River Cruise. And this river cruise also goes to Old Key West. And you can get on these boats from 10 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. I will say it is actually just fun to get on these boats and just travel around from Disney Springs, because it's kind of relaxing. You kind of see a bunch of different resorts, and it goes through these like little canals. Definitely, even if you're not staying at these resorts, I say hop on these boats anyway, because who doesn't love a good boat? Right, Quincy?
Another reason why I love the Riviera is because it is, look, that's right there, right there. That is the Caribbean Beach resorts all over here. It is very, very widespread. The Caribbean Beach has lots of different types of sections, if you will. It's also another Skyliner resort, just like the Riviera. It hops you over to Hollywood Studios, and it can also hop you over to Epcot as well. When you're thinking about your vacation, maybe think about those things as well. These resorts are all very, very close distance, walking distance to the Skyliner, and it can get you to 2 out of the 4 parks that Disney has. Over at the Caribbean Beach, you can book a room at the Aruba section of the Caribbean Beach Resort to be the closest to the Riviera Resort and to use their Skyliner. You could almost always pretend you're staying there by using their amenities for CB prices. Now, the lobby smells a little bit like Polynesian and Caribbean Beach. There's companies that recreate this similar smell, and candles and drops and oils and all types of things. They use orange, pineapple, lime, lemon to get a very close, similar smell to this one.
Animal Kingdom Lodge is absolutely gorgeous. Literally from the savannah, you can see live animals. It's kind of ridiculous how amazing Animal Kingdom Lodge is. It's actually connected to Animal Kingdom, so that way you see some really interesting like wildlife, like giraffes and zebras
potentially right from outside of your hotel room. But let's talk about the decor. Animal Kingdom Lodge actually has one of the largest collections of African art outside of, well, actually being in Africa. And they're really being intentional with this museum-like art pieces throughout the entire resort. Each piece is unique and speaks to the African culture. It's really cool. But the biggest African art piece is the 16-foot tall mask in the lobby. I mean, check it out. Now, speaking of the savannah and the wildlife, ask for an obstructed view room. This is considered a standard room. This is how you're going to get a semi-savannah view room at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Now, in these obstructed rooms, you might have like a tree or a pole in front of the window, but you'll still get glimpses of this savannah for a lot less money than the actual full savannah viewing rooms. And Animal Kingdom Lodge has a wildlife spotting guide with pictures and information all about the animals of Animal Kingdom Lodge that you can access actually on your mobile device. That way, if you're ever curious, like, what kind of animal is that? Well, you should be able to access it. Animal Kingdom Lodge and other resorts with fire pits will sometimes do s'more kits at night. Now, oftentimes, families can actually purchase s'mores kits if the free ones are not available. Now, if you're looking to get really close to the animals, get some solid pictures, some solid selfies with the animals, the safari viewing areas actually get you closer to the animals at Kidani Village than Jambo House. And just some final fun tips. If you're staying at the Gran Destino Tower, you can actually see Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Studio fireworks. And for moderate resort prices, it's actually not that bad. If you're staying at All-Star Resorts, you can actually walk to McDonald's, Coronado Springs, and Blizzard Beach.
If you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. Now go watch us do Genie Plus sneaky tips and tricks.